What's up, ladies and gents? It's Scott here from FudgeMuppet with a controversial Elder Scrolls 6 discussion. This sounds interesting. Well, this discussion is actually inspired by a question we got in our last FudgeMuppet show. How would you feel about guns in Elder Scrolls 6? Now, chill for a second because no one is suggesting an AK-47 with an ACOG scope. We are talking about muskets and maybe flintlock weapons. It is in no way impossible as a technological advancement in the Elder Scrolls world, especially with all the magic that could jumpstart any technological innovation. I mean, the Dwemer have robots, giant war robots, the Dwarven Centurions, plus they have these little steam spider robots as well. I don't think that a tube of wood and iron with some gunpowder is too far-fetched. The earliest guns in the real world have been traced back to the 14th century, and in fact, the Ottoman Empire in the 15th century used firearms as part of its regular infantry. So, as a historical analogy, it could make sense. It could be a little refreshing to actually see more technological advancements like this in Elder Scrolls 6, under the assumption that Elder Scrolls 6 is set after the events of Skyrim. Firearms could have its own skill or fit in as a branch under a marksman skill, which would include archery, crossbows, and firearms. Firearms ammo would be much rarer and much more expensive, and reload would definitely be vastly slower than a crossbow. Ignore the mod that I have on here, it would be reloading a lot slower. But of course, rifles would definitely dish out the highest damage. Imagine a pirate in Stros M'Kai that you have to take out, and you think, oh yeah, sort of normal fight, and then he unleashes a round from a flintlock pistol, dropping you to half health, and now making the fight a lot harder. But of course, he would not be able to reload before you were in range, so you could chop him up, but you've got half health, so the fight's a lot harder. And I wouldn't be concerned about archery, it will still have many advantages. I mean, the musket takes double or more the reload time of a crossbow, and a bow can fire quite a few shots before that, especially with perks. A musket would be a weapon that you would utilize to, say, take out a mage with one shot because it's got high damage and has a more immediate hit than a bow or crossbow. But then, if you're in close, you'll have to resort to melee or risk getting killed during the really slow reload. It could definitely work in terms of mechanics, but that's not the real question. The real question is, do you think it fits the world, or do you not want it in Elder Scrolls 6? Before I let you answer that in the comments, I'll give you my 2 cents on the issue. Now, I of course wouldn't be upset either way. I don't care if they don't have it, and I don't care if they do have it, but I can see in it some real potential. We are under sort of the loose, speculative assumption that Elder Scrolls 6 will be set in Hammerfell. Whether or not that is the case, just hear out this hypothetical. Redguard culture is based upon Arabic, Middle Eastern, North African kind of culture, and of course, the Ottoman Empire was an empire that was situated in the Middle East and used guns in the 15th century as part of their army. So while drawing analogies to the real world and the Elder Scrolls world, I could easily imagine a group of Redguard infantry in desert environment garbs, wielding muskets and scimitars, fighting off a Thalmor invasion. It could be a very recent invention, perhaps exclusive to Hammerfell. Perhaps it's not even a widely used device, but is only used by a certain guild of engineers and scientists reminiscent of real-world great intellectuals in the Muslim world before Genghis Khan fucked their shit up. I just think it's a neat idea, but once again, I'm happy either way, guns or no guns, but I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. After all, this is a discussion. And please, my good sir and fair lady, subscribe to our channel for more Elder Scrolls 6 discussions, and of course, do like the video to show your appreciation. Good day and have a wonderful week.